back, folks. We got a big one for you today. Thank you for joining us on the Voice of Onewheel from TTR Studios. Tons of energy flowing through the booth. We got a big one today, but of course we start things off with Belly Matt LaBelle. What's up, dude?
What up, man? Just making sure I'm unmuted. Good to see you guys.
Dude, I'm
excited. I'm ready. I'm ready to party.
I like the energy flowing through the studio today. We've got a lot of people who are here and they're ready to go. Lyle has put this all together. Lyle, show us your beautiful face from the garage.
What's
Hello,
up,
buddy.
everybody? What is up?
You ready for this?
Oh yeah, I'm stoked. These are some great people here. The energy is unreal.
It always is in the DMV crew, and when you know, now this is my hometown, so we'll just go ahead and we'll be completely transparent about this. But we really wanted to just bring in a lot of people today. It's not going to be just the DMV crew. We've also got John Mays, who is out in Las Vegas. He's got the Sin City Shred. It's coming to you guys for the first time. And if you want to join them, you got to get out to Vegas, and you got to do it soon. So he'll tell you about that coming up. Belly is excited. I've got some things that happened on the Pop that I wanted to get to that we didn't even get to yesterday. When I say the Pop, that's the patrons-only podcast that happens over on our Patreon page. It's the show behind the show. Belly, why do you shake your head no?
I don't even remember what happened on that pop.
I know, we didn't even get to, dude. There's so many things that we didn't get to, like dating, it's cuffing season or snatcher season.
No,
which do
stop.
you prefer?
I don't want to talk about either of those things at all.
That's Belly. And then I also have why fall is the best, but I do think I'll take that to our DMV crew in just a second, and why I think by far right now Washington, D.C. area is the best place to shred. But before we get into any of that, I do want to start the show off with just a quick, I know this is all about Onewheels, but I think there's a big crossover, Belly, between one-wheel riders and techies, you know, people who just love gadgets.
Yeah, of course. Like you gotta be open to all kinds of technology if you get into the one wheel. So yeah, you absolutely are into that scene.
So one of those things that is really out right now is the Oculus Quest 2, and it just came out. I got it pre-ordered, and I was like, okay, cool. It said it was going to be here on November 13th, and all of a sudden, it showed up a week ago. I wasn't prepared for that at all. I don't want to spend a lot of time on VR, but there's a game coming out that I think a lot of you will be excited about. Now, the reason that I'm bringing it to you, because I know you're a gearhead if you're watching this show, and the Oculus Quest 2 is a fully, completely wireless, no wires. You don't need a PC. It's only $299, $300. That's it. And it's it's really good. It's really clear. They just made the difference, basically, the jump from standard def TV to HD TV from the Oculus Quest 1 to the Quest 2. And there's a game coming out that I think is going to be pretty revolutionary on it. It's basically Fortnite for the Quest, where you're in virtual reality, you're able to fly around. It's the last man standing kind of game. Belly, before I get your thoughts on this, let's hear from our friend Keel Hart.
Fam, just wanted to give you a quick update on what's going on. It feels like an infomercial. So when I'm not one-wheeling, what I like to play is Population 1. No. For reals though, Population 1, about to drop 22nd of this month. Should be pretty sweet. If you like PUBG, that's, I think, the closest thing. Everyone says Fortnite's close to a BG Cam build, but I don't know. Fortnite never really took off for me. But the Battle Royale aspect, you basically start off with a squad of 3. You jump off this platform or take a shuttle. It'll drop you at a location, or you can just coast. You basically just throw your arms out and you can soar anywhere pretty much with like a jetpack, but soaring, not really going. Anyway, gameplay is really awesome. You basically are forced by the outside boundary into a smaller area, just like PUBG, and last team standing wins. Some cool little bits that change on it compared to other games is the revives and everything. You basically have to have the resuscitation pedals and sit there and spin them together and people can hear it. So while that's happening, enemies are able to find you because they can hear the beeping, and it just gets crazy. Little bits like you drink a soda for health or eat a banana. The soda gives you increments over a varied time, and then the banana, you actually have to peel all 4 sides while you're either dodging bullets or hiding or running or whatever, and that gives you instant health. You also have recharge batteries, tons of weapons that vary from, basic to golden or rare, whatever you want to call them. Purple is 3-star and 2-star. So anyway, pretty cool. Can't wait for it to drop. I've been beta testing it for about 2 months now, so super stoked. Anyway, about to go ride. Later, guys.
So I just
what's
wanted to
happening,
show you
fam?
that. Thank you very
Just
much,
wanted to
Keel.
give
I
a quick
appreciate you
update.
doing that for us because I know that's a lot different from what we do here. But listen, that is going to be something that if you're a gearhead, if you're into one-wheel riding, if you're into the exploration of a one-wheel, you're going to like VR. I promise you. I wanted to spend just 3 minutes because I know Keel and I nerd out on this stuff. There's a lot of one-wheel riders who do play VR, so if you're interested at all, I really do think that that's something that you're going to enjoy. But let's see what our DMV one-wheel crew thinks about this because Lyle's in my ear going, how long is this video? How much are we going to sit here talking about VR, Belly? I mean, Jesus already. Let's go. I got things to do.
It's the future of gaming. I mean, that's the next step in the evolution. So, I mean, it's something that definitely you can get excited about.
Does this interest you at all?
Nope.
Yeah.
Not until I cure my imbalance while wearing VR gear.
Who said yes? Who on this call said yes?
No one.
No, well, that's not true. I am happy about it because you're hawking my company's hardware.
That's true. All right. Now, I don't want to get into any of that because that's all the bad stuff. They force you to have a Facebook login, and that means that they're going to take all of your data if you want to play VR. That's
Yes,
also
because
true.
they don't have all your data already.
Right. Daniel Bernier joins us on the show. He works for Facebook. He knows all of the secrets, and that's why he's in the bunker. He joins us today from the bombshell.
Yeah, I do work for Facebook. Yeah.
And dude, I'm so glad you're here. I'm glad you're here to join us because you were one of the most fun people to ride with here in the DMV crew. You're always ready to ride. You're down to ride from anywhere, and I think that's a big thing for someone. It's like, when you call Daniel, he's gonna say yes. Lyle, would you agree with that?
Oh, totally. And then he knows all just cherry pristine locations to go. Like, I don't know, just the vibe that he always has when he's out floating is just perfect.
So
It
why
really is.
why the one wheel, Daniel? Why is the one wheel right for you?
I'm a snowboarder at heart. I grew up in the Upper East Coast and then lived in the Midwest for a while. And this is about as close as you can get to snowboarding without actually snowboarding. And, not only that, but like the crew, the Jakes and Lyle and you and Bruce and everybody, we carry that border lifestyle with us, across. And that is, really important, I think, for a really good sense of community and really just adds to the stoke.
Now he mentioned the Jakes and Bruce Uthus, who's also here. Let's go to Team Jakes. I want to talk to Chris and Emily because Chris, you moderate most of the DMV crew, Facebook stuff. Hello, guys. How are we doing this morning?
How you doing?
Oh, we're great.
Chilling, Max.
Happy to be here.
I'm so glad you are. Chris, is it hard dealing with this? You're the moderator for the crew. What's it like moderating the DMV crew? Are there assholes in here? Some of us have to be jerks.
Yeah, we have our assholes, but I mean it's very, very minimal compared to the larger groups. The DMV, everyone's bringing the stoke and just keeping things positive.
And you usually are the reason for that. So, I mean, how many group rides would you say when I meet somebody and they're like, "There's a one wheel? What is that?" There's other people that do that. It's not just you. How often would you say a group ride is happening in the DMV area?
Weekly. Absolutely.
Especially the city boys like Daniel, they're always holding it down.
Spontaneous. I mean, scheduled group rides are like bi-weekly, but absolutely there's people meeting up for rides.
And if you ride a
every
one
other day.
wheel within the city limits of DC, you will see Javier Starks. And it's just like he's the ambassador, whether he likes it or not. And it's a beautiful thing.
Well, maybe we can get him on here, Belly. We're going to try.
Hey, I want to get the leader on there. He's a great leader in our community for sure, and we're glad that he's part of the DMV crew. He's an awesome guy that you get the best out of all the time. So, also, can you please explain to me why we're talking about the DMV? It's such a terrible place, right? That you wait in line, you get your driver's license.
Yeah, I really do hate
stuff.
that. I know, I hate that. It's DC, Maryland, and Virginia for anybody who's not
That's
around
right.
here.
We're a 3-state strong group.
Tri-state.
Yeah.
Trifecta.
So we do have Bruce.
I guess,
do we have Bruce?
Two states and a district.
Yeah.
In a district.
No, I would actually qualify that as 3 states because we have quite a few riders from Pennsylvania that join the group and come down here and ride with us, right?
True.
You
True,
know,
it's true.
two girls,
Very
one
true.
wheel. You know, Jackie's always down here and bringing people down with her. So, you know, we're definitely a 3-state in one city.
Might I almost
sure.
just say that the DMV area is sort of quicksand, if you will. If you're anywhere near, you're just going to get sucked in.
You got to. Doing monuments on a one wheel revolutionized giving people
Honestly.
a tour.
Wait,
DC
say
is- yeah.
DC on
The
one.
way the
okay.
streets were put together in DC.
Well,
you know?
explain that.
It just goes right central into the capital.
Let's explain
Sucks you
that.
right in.
Why, Chris and Emily? Why did it? Because obviously, you know, us here, we know that DC is full of people riding around for the last 10, 15 years in Segways, and it's all these tours, and you can imagine what it looks like. It's a Segway tour, and it looks super lame. But now they're right. I've grown up here my whole life. Why has the one wheel just opened it up for you guys?
Mobility,
And just
portability, being able to zip through the city,
opt
cut through traffic.
from the tourists and just blow past the Segway tours.
The mall.
Literally,
I would
best
go to the
feeling.
mall and just ride grass.
Yeah.
Whereas before I'd be like, ugh, all these tourists.
They're so excited. Do we have Bruce Uthus? I need him in my life.
Yeah, but Daniel lives in DC.
Right here,
so
man.
he's-
Right here.
Well,
in it.
Bruce.
so Daniel is in DC. I know he is. I'm sorry, Lyle, you were trying to nudge me that way, but I want to get Bruce involved. Bruce, where are you now in the DMV area?
I am in the V part of the DMV, so I'm in Great Falls. But I also have, I'm always in Maryland. Honestly, I am
Always good to be in the V.
Yeah, it's great
Always
to hold
good to be
down
in
the
the
V.
V.
I knew that was going to come. Thank you, everyone. Awesome.
Come on, Daniel, now keep it clean, will you?
Keep it clean.
So Bruce does a whole lot of group rides, and he makes sure that if anybody needs a demo, he's the guy to go to. Absolutely. So Daniel, what is like? What was it like? Did you live here in the city before having a board, and then got one, and it opened it up for you?
No, I was living in Southern Maryland on the water, and I bought one while I was out there. And I used to come into the city and ride fairly frequently to meet up with the riders. But moving here has really just allowed me to explore a lot of like weird, quirky neighborhoods, go out and check out cool street art, and protest and do any number of things. It's really just opens up so much, not having to have a car, worry about parking.
Okay, so
Amazing.
I'm going to ask you guys all, and I'm going to do this for the entire group, where the most unsafe situation that you've randomly found yourself just wandering into. So think of an answer for that, because I have one as well. I was in the Outer Banks, and I was just cruising, and I was feeling like this path. And I was like, wow, look at this. It's this behind the seat. Like, no one would have seen this if I didn't have my one wheel and just totally went back behind these little nooks. And all of a sudden, I'm like going, and there's like a dog, and it's a really big dog, and it doesn't look like a happy dog. You know me, I have Clyde. I don't want to go pet a dog. This does not look like a dog that I want to pet, and it's just sitting there like this. And then I looked up, and there's a dude, and he's just standing there like this, and they're just eyeballing me. And all of a sudden, another dog comes out, and now I know these dogs are going to outrun me. So you don't want to just like zoom away. And I just kind of like literally just did a 180 and just went back the other way. Like, sorry. No, I'm not supposed to be here. It's very clear I'm not supposed to be here. Somebody must have had that in the city. I know riding around in LA, it opened up the city for me, but there were definitely some of the streets that I realized after one time going through them, I shouldn't come back here. Who's got it for me?
DC late night, in some of the neighborhoods when you're just cruising, head down on your headphones, and then you look up and realize that no street lights are there and you are in a place where you shouldn't be.
With a very expensive board.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should ask Ferradino about that. He was robbed at gunpoint up in Greenbelt about 2 weeks ago. So you should definitely ask him about that.
Well, he's not on the show,
to talk
Daniel,
about it.
so you're going to have to give us that story.
What's that?
But
I said he's not on the show, so you're going to have to give us that story.
Oh, I mean,
Daniel has
only know-
another story to tell later on. He just did some fun police work of his own recently. So
Okay, we
Yeah.
can do that, but
Yeah,
give me the
that's the-
Frederico
Yeah,
follow-up. What happened to our boy who got robbed the other day? Is he okay?
Yeah, he's fine. He's fine. He said that, basically he was riding in, Greenbelt, which, is just outside of DC. It's on the border,
Sure.
and it's an impoverished area. with a high population density, and he was riding alone at night, and a car, I guess, cut him off and jumped out and at gunpoint and took his board.
Wow.
I mean, again, you'd really have to ask him. That's
Holy mackerel.
Yeah,
that's actually a secondhand story, right? I mean, so you should really have him on the show to talk about that.
Yeah, and I don't mean to put
and asking some follow-up questions. For sure.
He's like, yeah, thanks for putting that right into my lap. I very much appreciate that. I
tried, Dan.
But no, I'm glad for you telling us that, because any city is going to have stories like that. And it took me moving away to realize that DC is a lot safer than I thought it was. I went to LA. That's a lot different. Even Denver in some parts is a lot different than what I'm used to. DC, where do you rank it? Bruce Uthus, and the safe or one is safe, 10 is not so safe. Where would you rank riding around in DC?
I mean, it's all a matter of perspective and comparison of experience outside of the area. I have that experience. In fact, shame on me, I've never been to California. So, but as far as the feeling from a scale of 1 to 10, I mean, I feel very safe. There are just certain areas you need to be educated as to where not to go, and certain times of the day that you don't want to be straying from the regular high population areas or the comfortable areas.
That really goes for anywhere, though, in the country.
I absolutely agree. That's why I wanted to kind of get like a where do you feel it ranks on the country. I put it at like a 6. I give it a 6. Team Jakes, talk to me. What do you think? Is that an appropriate rating? 1 being safe, 10 being dangerous.
I think it's fair, and I think it just calls to attention how important it is to have groups and ride in groups and have leaders who are people familiar with the city. Like, I love riding with Daniel because I know he's going to take me to good places and I don't have to think about it and I can just enjoy the ride. But if I was on my own, leading my own ride in DC, the chances of me going into a place I shouldn't be are so much higher.
I
so
just wonder about the people.
Experts.
Right. Like the people like Kari J who ride around and they're like, I love riding at 2 a.m. What is this dude doing here? Did you just infiltrate the system, Lyle? What is happening right now?
Yeah, I have to bring in a DMV up-and-coming legend, really, who this guy, Donald, he's got his pint and shows up, and he's just, the stoke is unreal with this guy.
Now.
See, told you.
Pint and an XR now.
So what really happened, I think, is Lyle just was like, I'm tired of Lucio going around all this negative crap talking about getting murdered and shit. Let's go to something fun. Donald, welcome to the show, man. It's so good to see you. Thanks for joining us randomly. How have you been?
Oh, been great. Yeah.
Well,
love the DMV crew. I was just in the comments, excited to see Chris and Emily and Bruce and Daniel and Lyle. So I had to come and show some love.
Well, tell us what's special about riding here, since we've been going super neg. Give me something special about riding in the DMV area, about the people in the DMV area.
Yeah. I mean, that story that will be told about Daniel is just, man, one of the huge ones. I mean, I can't imagine someone robbing me from my board at gunpoint and then someone in the community just being willing to go and try to help me recover the board.
So can we do that story? Can we just do it? Daniel, are you ready for it? I need you now. I didn't even know we were going to do that on air, but we have to now.
No, you can't. You can't, because not everybody is here that was part of it to tell the story. I don't want to tell it without my ride or die, Mo Fazil, who was willing to go out there with me, with Ferradino, who came out with his friend, to help, with the planning. I don't want to tell that story without those people. They're really important to the story.
That's fair, but they set up a sting, okay? Whether it was successful or not, fine. But holy shit, I need the follow-up, so we'll get you guys on next week. Is that fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
Okay,
that's
very
fair.
good. Maybe we'll even do it as a pop, Lyle. That'd be fun to do a patrons-only podcast with that story. That'd be a little more exclusive. But yeah, thank you for doing that. So, all right, Bruce, I'm going to get you out of here because your audio sucks, my friend, and I love you so much. But every time I try to talk to you, I just
love you. Wait a minute.
I got to run too.
If you need me to move, I'll move. Just let me move closer.
Okay.
I thought this would solve that problem. You just are hating on me.
I do. I love you so much. I'm a sucker for clean audio. Who else said they needed to go? We got to get them out of here.
No one right at this moment, but we still have a few more minutes if you want.
I would like that too. I think Donald had to go. Okay, that was who it was.
Yeah, Donald had to bounce.
Okay, so Bruce, I do want to highlight the demos that you've been having. Have they been ramping up since lately, or are they kind of going downwards? Are we where are we at as far as new one-wheel riders hitting you up?
Okay. So the demos are going great. Actually, I've got 2 coming up today that I need to do this afternoon. And can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
All right, because I'm right next to the Wi-Fi, so it can't get any better than that.
That's pretty good.
We've got a couple going on today. Yeah, it's been pretty steady. The season does tend to drop off, after the summer's over, but we're doing really well. Super happy with how things are going. And the demo days are a ton of fun. I mean, we get good groups of people coming out, trying out the one wheel, as well as guys that already have one wheels doing the clinics and the competitions. It's been a lot of fun.
Dude, how much would you say, since you have people trying out your boards all the time, should I be, as a regular, normal person riding around, should I, the layman's rider, worry about letting other people try my board because I don't want them to screw it up?
I mean, they are built like tanks, so they do take abuse pretty well, but definitely the risk is somebody hurting themselves. I think that's the bigger risk than it is hurting the machine.
Interesting.
But again, you're also taking a risk of people you do not know. You don't want to be doing that in a situation, as we just discussed, where it doesn't seem comfortable, or use your sixth sense. If it doesn't feel right, don't do it.
I like this guy. All right, so tell me, I'm going to go to everybody on this, and I want just rapid fire before I get you guys out of here. What's the best way what's the elevator pitch? What do you tell somebody before getting on a board for the first time? Me personally, I'm like, here, hold on my wrist as you try to do this, and if you need to get off, jump off with 2 feet. That's my little spiel. Bruce, what do you got?
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. Give them something to hold on to. A lot of times they just want to get on and try it and then get off. I always use the analogy that it's like flying an airplane. Anybody can fly an airplane once it's in the air. It's the landing part that you need to get right. So let's really teach you the landing part first, how to dismount.
Team Jakes, what do you say to somebody when they want to get on your board?
Very similar to Bruce. It's always, I tell them how to dismount before they even know how to engage the sensor, because I want them to jump off with both feet or front foot first, always, because a lot of people just hop on, lean forward, and then take the back foot off, and then
don't lock your knees. Don't lock your knees, and look in the direction you're going.
I like that. It's really important for me to also let them know where the sensor is, just so that they have an idea of what they're doing. Hey, the front is really what matters here. The back doesn't.
Oh yeah.
Daniel Bernier, what do you say? Do you have anything to add to this?
Yeah, I tell them to go out to Haynes Point at Bruce's demo day, because we have a blast, and that's where they can learn to ride. Because we're in the city. I don't really want to stop and give my $2,000 device to somebody. Just not happening. Go to demo day. There's huge groups of people there, and we have a blast, and that's fun. And then people like that better. I think the whole experience, right? You're just some random pro on the sidewalk, and you're like, you try it for 5 seconds, but you come out to Bruce's, demo day at Haynes Point, and there's a bunch of people riding and people teaching and, snacks, and just a really fun atmosphere. And I think people, that community that has sprung up around it is what really sells people on it. And I want them to experience that, not a shitty interaction with me on a corner.
Daniel Bernier, ladies and gentlemen, the one who was most nervous about this, absolutely crushing it. Thank you.
Totally crushing it.
For joining us, sir. You did great. And let me get the Jakes back in here. Guys, thank you so much for what you do for the community. You all are the best, and we appreciate you so much, really. Say goodbye to everybody.
Hi.
TTR.
We love TTR. POP. Sign up. Give me your message.
Pew, pew, pew. Thank you guys so much. Pew, pew, pew. And Bruce Uthus, where can they find you, sir, if they need you and want to do a demo with you, my friend?
CapitalPaddleSports.com. And or Surf the Capital as well for rental boards. I'm there. I'm always available.
Always there for you. Thank you guys so much for doing this. I really appreciate it. You did great. Okay, what a fun show. Thank you to the DMV riders. They're always killer. So much fun to have just in our backyard, just a group of people. I wouldn't have these friends, you know? Like, these are people that I would not have in my life if it wasn't for the Onewheel, and that's what's so silly to think about. But it's like, you know, I have so many what I consider dear friends at this point. Some of them I haven't even met. Tom Plevel, I haven't even met you. But I feel like I know you, buddy. You know what I mean? Like, that's just kind of how it is. So I'm glad to have them. Lyle, can you mute me in my ear if you don't mind? There's a lot of noise going around. And other than that, let's see what we can do. I've got Belly. Belly, where have you been, man? I need you in my life. I'm so sorry that it was a little bit of bouncing around there, but hold on. Let me get you, and now, go ahead.
You can hear me at all. My microphone is on, but for some reason, it doesn't seem like you can hear me.
No, you're good. You're good.
All right, cool. I have a touchdown to give out first. Billy, he would like to have Bruce feed the hamster that's in his Wi-Fi router ASAP. Obviously, it needs a recharge. Second, I'm so glad the DMV crew is on. You get to see the best of those. Bruce, Dan's absolutely right with what he said about Daniel's absolutely right about what he said about Bruce and the clinics out there. It's something super unique, I think, to the DMV that we have someone like Bruce out there who's willing to every Sunday go out there and put on a demo and really promote the community of Onewheel with great ambassadors like Javier and Daniel and a lot of the DMV riders that make it out to those. It's super. It's hard to describe how much it really
Belly, it's life-changing.
The community.
It's life-changing. Am I right, Belly? It's life-changing.
Yeah.
It totally is. I mean, there's some Sundays or weekends that we're out there with Bruce, and there's just kids out there with their pints and their dads, and it's just a total cool vibe to watch a dad and a son race each other on the obstacle course that Bruce lays out. And he takes his time. He's very thoughtful. He doesn't want to see crashes. He wants to see clean races. It's all very, very unique. And then you have somebody like Javier there that's just like kicking it to a new level, teaching people tricks if they want. Doing individual trick clinics. It's so cool.
Which one of you two was there with me at the skate park? I think it was Lyle when we had that dad and the kid, and the kids were just the brother-sister combo. They were just losing it over it. They loved it. And the dad was like, guys, thank you for letting them try this. Oh, my God. That was such a cool moment, right?
It was a super cool moment.
So we've got him. He's ready. He's good to go. John Mays joins the show now from Las Vegas, Nevada. What's up, John? Thanks for being here.
He just stepped off camera.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. Look, now he's running back.
You know how much just happened for me and Lyle to get that smooth. I mean, there was off air where you can't hear it like that in the ear from the bat phone. John Mays. Hi, buddy. Why don't I hear him? Is he muted?
No, I don't know what's going on.
Should be good.
I don't hear him. Do you guys hear him?
Nope.
I don't hear him.
All right. Well, let's see if we can get him cleaned up on your guys' end, and I will take the show for a second. John, we'll get you here in a second. Does he have a Nats hat on?
Yes, he does.
John, talk to me. Are you there?
I'm not hearing him.
Oh, there he is. Okay, I hear
him.
you. So what's up, bud? You've got the Sin City Shred. Tell us about it.
Okay. First off, I'm from the DMV, so I already like you guys. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, we have an event coming up on November 7th and November 8th, and we're having some people come out. A bunch of the pros coming out from California, Float Life, Hover Hooligans. A lot of those guys are coming out, and we will be putting on a couple of specific rides out here. It's gonna be a killer weekend, man.
Why are you doing this? What's the motivation behind this?
We've been doing lots of group rides for a while, and when a couple of us went out to San Diego and rode with the Flux crew, we came back into town, discussed it, and we were like, we have to do this. And so Flux set up an LA ride for Halloween. And so we figured we would do an event right after that. So the following weekend, we're going to have as many people as want whoever wants to come out, we're going to have them out, and we're just going to take them around town. We're going to take them to a couple specific places that we have everything planned out with. We've got races, we've got tracks, we've got mountain bike trails, we've got trick demo, we have a BMX track we're renting out. We have an egg race, spoon and egg. It's going to be a blast.
That's funny.
Yeah, I mean, that sounds awesome, but all I remember about Vegas is I couldn't go 2 steps without being handed a trading card of some sort of porn star that was going to come to me for $20 a night. So can we keep it clean out there, please? Just avoid those places.
Yes, we usually the locals avoid the strip.
I don't know what part of Vegas you go to,
The strip,
Adam.
man.
But Jesus Christmas.
Basic out of my hotel, and it's like, hey, 3 for 1. What?
No,
There you go.
we
Crack
avoid
that.
the strip.
No, I actually wanted to
But
ask
it's
you about
gonna
that as I'm jesting, but what is the strip like right now? Are people gambling?
Yeah, it was slow for a couple months, which was actually great for riding. No hassles. It's another place we avoid because of that. Typically, it's real slick. It has a lot of slick surfaces and just too many people and too many drunk people. So we avoid it. We've got so many other places in town that we like to ride.
And I make fun
we've
of
got
that all just
sorts of people.
I make fun of that all just because I wanted to point out that you guys aren't going there. You're not. You think a lot of us around the country, we think Vegas, we think the Strip. That's not where you're taking these people on these rides.
Actually, we're going. Our 2 big rides are 30 minutes south and 20 minutes north.
Awesome.
Each day we're having 2 big set rides. The rest is going to be just random, play it by ear. We might take some of the guys out the night before the event starts. Some the Float Life guys. We may hit the Strip area, do some filming. But yeah, we usually avoid that.
Well, so where can we follow this, man? Are you guys have an Instagram or something? Like, I want to be a part of this now.
Yes, thanks for asking. We are we just switched our Instagram over to the Las Vegas Onewheels. That's the Las Vegas Onewheels. We're gonna start pounding it with info, and some of the guys in the group are also starting to pound our Instagrams with info as well on the event. Plus, on our Facebook, it's Las Vegas Onewheels without the. So it's Las Vegas Onewheels on Facebook, and we're putting all the event stuff up there and just accumulating and acquiring things. We're getting float addicts out here. A bunch of those guys are coming.
Nice.
It's going to be sick. There's a couple people coming out. I think a couple guys from Florida might fly out. And anyone who wants to come on out. Any PEV, pints. We're going to have generators to recharge. We're just kind of taking off of what we learned from the San Diego guys when they did their event. And it was so much fun, man. We were like, we got to do it. We'll try it. You know, it's our first event. We could have 40 people. And then we've also been hearing that it's going to be upwards of over 100. So we'll see.
That's going to blow up like you have no idea now that you got the Voice of Onewheel bump behind you, dude. I hope you have a blast. Get there and support these guys, all right? Thank you, John.
So are you going out to the San Diego ride that they're doing, the Halloween Flux Movement ride?
That's in LA, and absolutely.
Oh, it's in LA.
Trying to find my costume now. But yeah, we're going to go up there. A couple of us.
Yeah, and then there's that other one that's happening in, was it Arkansas? The Redemption Enduro ride.
Yeah, so we'll do a couple of those. I wanted to highlight those. There's the Flux Movement. There's the Redemption Ride. There's the Sin City Shred. Like, there's a lot of stuff going on right now.
When can I ride with you guys? The DMV. I grew up in Oakton, man. I went to Mason, Fairfax, baby.
Luke, I mean.
Oh, you're that guy.
All right, very good. George Mason is about the only reason the entire country knows them is because they got to the Final Four like back in 2008 or something. But no, they're
yes, sir.
3 miles from our house here in Fairfax. Dude, John, I got to get you out of here. Thank you so much, buddy. It was a blast. We'll have you on again, okay? I think you deserve it with that Nats hat on your head.
Thank you, guys. Love y'all. Appreciate it.
We appreciate you too. Thank you, bud. So yeah, Lyle, it looks like there's a lot of these rides. I wanted to talk about that more with you guys. We've got the Redemption Squad, or Redemption Enduro ride. So that's kind of neat because it's going to be an enduro mountain bike and one-wheel race. I just love seeing... Belly, I love when the streams get crossed. You know, you feel me?
Yeah, absolutely. especially when you find someone from Vegas who's from the DMV. Shout out
I was
to,
not planning on that happening at all.
Natural DMV rider.
So we are right on sketch as always. I've got one more guest to get to. Lyle, just let me know when he is ready, because this guy's been riding around for like 300 miles, and he's doing things, Belly, that freak me out. They make me scared for him. So, Belly, what have you been doing while we get him on here? Are you riding more or less? And tell me why the fall is the best season to do it, in your opinion.
For me, it's the natural season of riding. That cooler weather where you really start to get into that mindset of hitting the slopes or and getting out. I hate the hot days. I don't want to get on my board and wear my backpack carrying stuff and get all sweaty, gross, nasty. Helmet stinks like high heaven, right? Something about the fall, the crunch of the leaves, acorns, like your one wheel really gets the best out of it when it's riding around in the fall, when it's cool weather. Sweatshirts, you can protect the elbows a little bit better, plus the elbow pads. Something about it, it's just my favorite time to ride.
All right, well, I agree with you, man, and so does this next rider that Lyle is going to show us. I'm going to go ahead and do this so that you can all see it. Lyle, you're clear to share the video that you have sent us, because I'd like to see...
Well, I was hoping for your reaction.
Well, I haven't seen it yet.
see.
You just sent me this, and I saw that he's going to jump off of 6 feet, right? I mean, what is this guy? That's very hot.
Oh, headshot. All right. Oh, he's moving. He's moving. Oh, almost a nut shot there. I'm not sure which one would have been worse.
Is this Blazer Bonsai? He's a patron.
This
Oh,
is.
dude, I love you, man. I appreciate everything you do, especially bringing us that laugh. Holy shit. Oh, my God. Is he okay?
He says he's okay. I've gotten a few texts from him since, just to kind of verify
Says
that
it was
he
only
is
4
alive
feet.
and okay.
Belly, that
Yeah,
reminds
yeah.
me of Andy sneezing into the wall when he's up there with Ann in Parks and Rec.
There's a lot of close calls. I've seen a couple close calls lately with the board meets face.
If you have any of those fails, please send them our way. Clyde would love to get those into the show. They're always fun as long as everybody's okay. In the end, I got to get to Noah. Is he here? Noah Mead?
Not yet. I don't know where he's at.
That's okay. So Noah Mead is One Wheelin' Dylan on Instagram. And we'll get to him in a second. But I just want to take 2 shakes to say how blessed I feel right now, because Belly knows it. We've been trying to put together a team. I've been trying to put together a team here at TTR Studios of people that are not only people that I would go out and get a beer with first, but then second, really good at creating content and doing what and furthering our vision here. We've got it, man. Between me, Belly, and Lyle, this is it. This is a dream working with you two. I mean, I was literally talking to Lyle earlier about how Belly wanted to get. He was saying Lyle's telling me Belly wants to go and get updates and start doing some booking, and I'm like, wow, if you guys are both going to start taking some reins and doing that, we should have like a shared document. 3 minutes later, I have a text from Lyle. Hey, check it out. Here's the link. It's like a shared document that now we're all rolling on. We're on schedule. I just want you two to know, and I want to say it publicly so that everybody knows, I've never had more fun doing this show than right now, and I appreciate you both.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, you know. I like working with Mr. Lyle. It's fun to have him aboard and helping us out doing the getting everything together.
Look, I know it's awkward when I throw that at you guys, but I need everybody to know how good of a job that you both are doing. All right, that's all. So now that I have that, where's Noah Mead? On my shot sheet, it says he's supposed to be here, right?
He's supposed to be here, man.
Hey, man, it's all good. So
What's up with the Drift Sisters, Belly? I know you're in contact with them.
I'm reaching out to a couple of them. They just had a great event out in the West Coast, up in the Northwest. I think it was Portland,
Bend, Oregon.
So it was up in Bend, Keels part of town. They just had a great event. It looked like they got a decent turnout for what was the Drift Sisterhood retreat. And it just is one of those great things about this community, something where you really get to take some time to do clinics, teach people in a smaller setting, more comfortable setting, and really build on what is a great growing community of female riders in this community. We had one great one on today, and Emily, who's been great for the DMV crew. And you just get them anytime. And it's just great that it's growing in that aspect as well, where we have really competitive riders in this sport that are also female riders, such as Zoe Thomas, Amanda Thompson competing in Race for the Rail, Raquel and Rachel, Cecil, of course, Angel. It just doesn't end. There's so many great female riders out there that deserve to be
Fingers
highlighted.
crossed we can get them on the show next week. You know, give us a highlight of what's going on this past week, and we take your vision, Belly, and manifest it and see what we can do.
Absolutely. They deserve it. They deserve that kind of
hopefully
highlight.
we can get One Wheel and Dylan on soon. Until then, we can watch this little.
He had a close
highlight.
call of his own the other day.
Hold on. All right, go ahead.
That was a close one.
Sideways. Oh my God!
He says,
all right?
look how close I was to losing some teeth. So
This guy is sending it like no other. We'll get to him in a second. I wanted to get to do some saved videos, if I can, with you guys, because it's been a while and I haven't had a chance to do this. I got some new tunes in here, but this shit sucks. Give me some jams, man.
yeah, I was gonna say, what is this one?
Here you go. All right, so Peter Friesen writes in. I think we all know this feeling. Trail riders know this feeling. Me driving past any dirt road, I wonder where that goes. I think we can all appreciate that. And it's the best thing about the one wheel, because as soon as you see some path, you're just like, where does that go?
Blazer Bunzai says headlight inspections are brutal.
Very nice. Thank you, Blazer. I'm so glad he's okay. Jesus, I just got that joke.
Concussion protocol.
Yeah, man. What else do we have here in the saved videos, Clyde? Let's see what we got. All right, this guy says, I just wanted to say that with
Say yes to the side quest from the social media
Could
lounge.
you not do it like in the middle of me reading something?
Sorry, I'm getting it.
Just say
I want
yes to
social
the
media
side
lounge.
quest. Absolutely.
He's a little excited.
Put a finger up. Let me know
Get
you
in the
need
social media lounge.
It's his people. He's the voice of his people.
Yeah, I just caught you on camera with those middle fingers, you a-hole. Nice. Matt Laughlin says, I just want to say, with the modified car community being as ridiculous as they are, I'm blown away that no one has created spinning chrome rims for the one wheel. Where is that?
I'm sure it's coming.
I need that in my life, man. So all of you out there with 3D printers, please hook us up. Here's a 6-year-old chasing dreams out in Colorado country, excuse me. This is Taylor. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I don't know why I'm blanking on her name. Taylor's kid out in Denver.
Taylor Kelly.
Thank you. Taylor Kelly snowboarded out there with her in Beaver Creek. And yeah, man, they're doing these things with the kids now. And people ask all the time, can I get kids on a one wheel? Well, it looks like you can. This kid's crushing it, man.
The Groms know how to ride, man. I've seen some sick tricks by some Groms.
It looks like it, dude. I mean, they're just chilling. So I like seeing that. Let's see what else we got here for the people in the save videos. We've been collecting these for a while and haven't had a chance to play them. Of course, let me know if our boy shows up. Dallas makes stuff, and he makes these too. Check out these stickers you can get over at dallasmakestuff.com. I hope that's the website. But Dallas makes stuff. The new Halloween sticker just dropped. Pretty cool.
Speaking of Halloween, I gotta ask, guys, do you have any? Are you costuming up on your one wheel this year?
Is it happening? Is Halloween happening this year, Belly?
I mean, you can ride around anytime you want, and if you ride around on Halloween, why not do something like this, which looks like a lot of fun? That sticker would be a great one-wheel costume. The headless rider. That is a great Halloween costume, folks.
The DMV goes with the Zoe Glowy thing, and that looks so cool when you see those things floating by.
Right, but how could we do that, Lyle? How could we make this costume where there isn't a head? Belly, there's got to be a way to do that.
Yeah, you could just create like a screen through the chest area. I mean, there are headless costumes all the time.
Your head is sitting where that neck is.
Yeah.
That's a taller.
It's just taller.
Yeah.
Okay.
You've always wanted to be taller anyway, Luch. Me too. I want to get to 6 feet somehow. If it means I
have a
don't have
costume
a head
like
anymore.
that. It's my son's costume that it looks like it's holding his head in front of him. like he's beheaded, but he's holding his head.
Really
yeah, we're
funny.
gonna need that here to pull this off. I'm gonna need to take that. Thank you, Iki.
Cool.
Cool.
So is that-
It was 1 out of 2, man. I don't know. I was 50-50.
50-50 shot.
So
Good effort.
I wanted to point over here. Does anybody know why this guy? Oh, Jesus. Why that guy? I just dropped something off my wall. I know they can't see me anymore. Why is that?
Someone coming.
Why is that on my wall? We'll find out at the end of the show. But Onewheel and Dylan makes his way to the show. What's up, man?
Hey, how y'all doing?
We're
Yo.
good, man. Noah Mead joins us. Yo, are you crazy, dude? Like, you're gonna break something. I'm worried about you.
Hey, I've been doing stuff like this my whole life, you know, man, and I love to do it. So it just comes natural to me. I've learned how to roll out of falls the best way possible. So it just kind of comes natural to me to be kind of out there, just trying something new and showing the people what it can do and what Onewheeling the limits it can be pushed to,
Well, is that what it takes? Because Lyle why don't you ask him about this? You were talking to me about how he just has something. There must be something about him that allows him to do things that we think are going to get us hurt.
Yeah, so we didn't know, you popped onto the scene and we're like, holy crap, who is this guy? And what the hell? And somebody turned you on to flight fins and we're like, no, wait, what? I mean, that's from the sidelines watching all of this just evolve with you. It's been an awesome ride. Thanks for taking us. But the question was that, what's your background? Like, have you done like skateboarding, wakeboarding, snowboarding, BMXing? I don't know.
I've skated just about my whole life. You see, when my dad used to skate back in the day, and I probably started skating when I was probably 5 to 6. My dad built a half pipe in the backyard, and ever since then, I've loved it, man. I've never been really good at more like flat ground tricks, but vert and bowls have always been my love for skating, man.
That makes a whole bunch of sense. And because Lyle and I were sitting here going, what does he have that we don't, that gives him the ability to just send it like that? And it's the fact that just like Tiger Woods had a putter in his crib from the age of 4, his kid's had a vert ramp in the back of his backyard since he was 5 years old. That makes sense. Belly, what do you have for this guy?
Well, I want to know just how long you've been riding.
The one.
Yeah, the one wheel specifically.
You're gonna be very surprised. I've owned my one wheel for my XR for probably about a month and 3 weeks now.
A month and 3 weeks.
Christ.
And if you're not following him on Instagram, he was dropping tricks that long ago.
Sorry, this is backfiring.
No. I'll take this. I have. Oh, it's a different video. Never mind. I was going to show something else. Because you're sending it in a way that it's just like, I mean, we all see different riders in the community doing awesome things and pushing it. That's not new. But seeing you do it with just no regard and at like 300 miles, I'm not going to just sit here and stoke your ego all day. But dude, it's damn impressive.
It is.
Thank you.
How many flips has your board done in those 300 miles?
I give it well over 200.
What's your worst injury?
My worst injury was it's on my Instagram. I tried to hit 11 stair, and I jumped way too high with my flight fins, and the landing was not pretty.
How has flight fins opened it up for you? I mean, is it just like completely unlocking a new level?
A lot of people say they're not fair, but in my opinion, it's really has opened up so many more tricks. Like whenever I hit a bonk, I couldn't get enough air without the flight fins, because I could pull it up. And then with the flight fins, I was able to kick over my board and almost do a heel flip. I couldn't do that regular because when I try to do a heel flip as if I'm on a skateboard, it's almost like it does a shovel more than a flip.
Yeah. Is this your injury?
No, this is the one we showed before. He said
actually that, you might not believe it. Literally, I got right here at my face. I saw the board, turned my head, and my board went like this. Didn't hit nothing.
Really?
Nothing at all. God. I was like, I stopped and I was like, oh my gosh, because literally I could see my board right here. And it was just like, how did that not hit my face? It was insane.
I'm glad you're okay. And
it's just because you got reflexes like a cat. You're ready to move at any moment.
What I said was, because Lyle was like, no, what does he have that we don't have? I said, he's young. How old are you?
I'm 22.
Yeah, so that helps. Okay.
And I just have like this mindset of if I'll never land it if I don't try it. So I should just try it and put my all into it, and there may be a chance that it'll happen. Maybe not. Like the other day, I've been practicing trying to do a backflip with my one wheel on the kicker, but it's just kind of scary because once you start going back, my feet got the flight fins, and it just like is in the air coming straight down, and you're just like, holy shoot, I don't know what. It's pretty crazy.
Dude, I'd love to see it. Shout out your Instagram, Belly, and then I'm going to you. What's your Instagram?
Onewheel and Dylan.
Love it. All right, so let's show the people. What is this now?
Just something insane.
Look at that nice air.
You got way up there. Brought it way up.
What down ramp?
Yeah,
I tell you what.
I didn't need it.
He's gonna really compete. There are competitions. The guys at Flight Fins, Michael and Ori, they at those big events like Float Life Fest put on competitions like high jump, like long jump that you are gonna absolutely compete in, and you're gonna have a great time doing it, and they're gonna love it.
What got you into one wheeling? How did you find this?
Well, one of my buddies, I took him snowboarding last year, and let's just say he didn't like it. You know, he's never skated, he's never done nothing like that, but he ended up meeting a buddy that had a one wheel, and every time he went up there, he kind of rode it then, got used to it. He was like, oh, dude, I love this. So he ended up showing me, and after that, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm in love riding it. But the thing was, it's like, oh, it's not my board, you know, so I can't do the tricks I would want to try. I can't do no grinds because I don't want to mess his stuff up. So that was just, hey, I need to get my board, and I need to get it as soon as possible. And next thing you know, a month later, I have my own, and here we are today.
Lyle, do that again there. All right, good. Leave this up. I want to make sure everybody gets to see this one. Yikes, dude, man. No helmet. Does anybody ever give you any crap for the no helmet? Because you know there's going to be some people saying, why
I got a helmet on the way.
Okay, good man.
So,
Number one hashtag, helmets are cool.
Hey, that's going to be when I wear my new helmet. It's going to be my favorite hashtag right now.
I hope Lyle can find it real quick, but I want to see that one of my favorite things I've seen you do is flick that board up. I know it's early on in your Instagram phasing of getting into the one wheel community, but it's one of my favorite tricks that I've seen you do, where you just put those two fingers like right in the center, flip it around.
Oh, it is awesome. It's
sounds
you'll
sensual.
see a lot of green grass. It's before I learned how to do cover photos on Instagram.
Oh, nice.
So I guess we'll see if we can get that up too. I don't know. Lyle was telling me about something that you're doing with the fingers, and I'm just like, I don't know. I can't even wrap my head around this. It looks like
It was just like cool.
Oh, so one after that is the land.
The one after that?
Yeah, to the left. Click to the left.
Oh goodness, dude! I don't even think I can get down that far.
Here it is, right here.
What?
You see that?
What?
Yes, sir.
Are you for real right now?
You hadn't seen that one?
I had not seen that one yet.
That board just fast flips around like twice.
Noah, what is that feeling when you landed that? What is that feeling?
Oh, it felt amazing. That's like, it's easy to me because I've learned how to do a blunt where you come up and finger flip out of the blunt stall on half pipes and quarter pipes. So it was kind of incorporating the same thing there, but on the kicker. And I could kind of grab it before. So it just took me a couple times to throw it. And the next thing you know is I was about there, tried it the next day, and I had it.
That's awesome.
This guy is incredible. One Wheel and Dylan on Instagram. Dude, and we love your stoke. You were on the One Wheel of Treasure the other day. Congratulations.
Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Hey, I love to be on.
We'll get you on here again. So thank you for joining us. We'll get you back in the group ride, and just stay safe out there. All right, bud? Keep it up.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a great day.
Thank you, bud. Noah Mead, M-E-A-D. He is One Wheel and Dylan. And we're just really grateful that people like him keep pushing it around the community. Check this guy out. Look at this.
Smooth ace.
So good. I don't care. I'll keep going.
Oh.
I don't care. I'll keep going.
That's Mad Max.
Damn right it is. Landing it. You gotta try if you're gonna get something cool, guys. It's not gonna happen the first time. Look at that. Just so neat. And then you got the stoke afterwards. It's been been a fun show today. Belly, what do you got coming up here in the next couple weeks? It is the end of the fall season. Oh boy. So how are you going to keep your stoke meter full?
I stayed in the social media lounge. Someone at One Wheel Mob says, get him a hockey helmet with a face mask. Dude sends it.
Yes, he does. Very good. Thank you to our social media lounge. You can always join us over at YouTube. And one thing that I do want to say is that we put it out there today. I don't like talking statistics a lot, but 80%, according to YouTube analytics, 80% of our views on this channel alone come from non-subscribed people, which means you guys are fucking lazy. Click the damn button. There's no way that that is even close to normal. So we need to get you to subscribe. And as much as I like yelling at you, it does help us out. So if you could, please just click the button.
If we get to 2,000, I'm supposed to get a tattoo.
Yeah, I mean, it's just it's embarrassing for me that we have the amount of views and the amount of watch time that we do compared to the amount of subscribers that we do. So I can see you. I know you're there, and all you're doing by not subscribing, you're just pushing at my side. You're jabbing at me. And then it causes me to call Belly and Lyle and go, why don't they do it? Why don't they just click the button? I don't understand. It really helps our channel. Don't they know that? Just click the button.
Our trusty social media lounge says that's normal according to their analytics.
Damn it. Why do people do that? Is that just the trend of the way that we watch things now? We don't like, what does it take for you to click a button? It really means a lot for me to click a like to give you that. I'm serious.
Which doesn't give thumbs up.
Did you see that Instagram listened to our show and they took my recommendation within 3 days? On the Patrons Only podcast, I asked, does it offend you when somebody just taps the button on your, like a message that you send and gives you the little heart to show that they've read it? If they just tap your message on Instagram and just show the little heart, give me a break. I sent you a message. I typed out words. I would like some sort of thank you or some sort of effort. Well, now...
The read receipt isn't good enough for you?
That's even worse. Instagram just changed it. Now there's all kinds of reactions you can do. It's just like Facebook. There's hugs. There's all the... it's just the way that we live, man.
Now, so you're telling me a heart is not good enough, but like a thumbs up is?
Get it out of here!
Or
I don't like those thumbs ups.
Or let me show you. Let me get the dancing salsa emoji.
We've got 1 minute, Belly. Get them out of here with your salsa. Go ahead. Say goodbye to the people.
Emojis are fine. Emojis is short for emotion, right? Show your emotion. Have a good time. Laugh and have fun. I love you.
Stoke meter full. Lyle, 30 seconds. Say goodbye to the people. Get out of here. Get yourself on screen.
Holy mackerel, that was a whirlwind of a show. I seriously can't thank the DMV crew enough. Just their graciousness, even accepting me into the group and things like that. It's just been an awesome ride, as they say. And thanks to Dante. Hopefully you are doing well, Blazer Bonsai. One of our patrons. Thank you for your support there. Thanks for that video. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
Lyle, you did a great job putting this show together today. Belly, you as well. Thank you for all of your guys' efforts. I appreciate it. I want to say again, thanks to John Mays. Good luck with the Sin City Shred out there. Belly, may the Stoke be with you for sure. For everybody here at TTR Studios. Get out of here, Lyle. Go enjoy the garage. I hope you all enjoy a Patrons Only podcast. We just dropped one yesterday. We'll have another one this week. Head over to patreon.com/TTR Studios LLC if you want to support the squad. Later, folks. Subscribe to the damn button. Just click it.